So we're moving from side to side. And then we are coming forward and back. Forward and back. Okay, good. And then let's do a little twisting. Inhale up, exhale, twist. And inhale up, and exhale, twist. Okay, good. And up, and twist, and up, and twist. Good. Bring your right elbow down, and take your left leg forward and back. Ha, 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 ha. And let's take that left leg up and down. So we're contracting our abductor muscles, the muscles on the outside of the left leg. If we talk about adductor muscles, those muscles are, that's ADD, muscles are on the inside. Abductor, ABD, muscles on the outside of the leg. Okay, good. Let's switch it over and swing the right leg. And good. And let's take that leg up and down. Good. And I know it's early in the class, but let's go right to our abdominal work. Coming down, crossing the ankles, and up and down. Crunches. Okay, let's pull the right knee in, and we'll take the left leg up and down, straight or bent. And switch legs, left knee in, right leg up and down. And right right into the bicycle ride. Right elbow toward the left knee, left elbow toward the right knee. Good. And both knees in, rock from side to side. And extend that left leg out and just pull the right knee in and guide that knee across. It's coming to a knee down twist. So press down with your right shoulder blade and turn your head to the right. Gently bring your bent knee toward the floor. Let's try for 3 deep breaths. Good. And we release and pull the left knee in. Press the right heel out. And then guide the knee across. And press your left shoulder blade down. Turn your head to the left. Okay, nice. And release. And coming right up into an upward facing boat. Okay. And you can have the legs bent or you can straighten those legs. It can be the sailboat or the rowboat. Oh, we've also got those paddle boats. Pedal boats. Okay, good. Let's make our way right into table position. We continue our warm-ups. Cat and dog, head up and then stomach in, chest in. So there's the cat. And then the dog, head up, tailbone up. Let's do this with the breathing. Exhale, cat. Inhale, dog. And let's have the nose pointed down toward the floor. And then bring the head to the right, right hip to the right, head to the left, left hip to the left, side to side. For this one, force the air out of your mouth. Each time you come to the side, inhale as you move through the center. Okay, and coming back to center. Let's thread the needle. Take your right arm, bring it up, and come on through. Good. All the way through if you can. And you choose where you want your left hand and arm. And let's go for at least 3 deep breaths here. Okay. And when you're ready, release and come back up into the table. And let's thread the needle. Bring it through. And you choose where you want your right hand and arm. Okay, and bring it up. And toes are curled under, right into an upward facing dog. And then from the upward facing dog, downward facing dog, head between the arms. Knees down and arms up. Symbol of yoga. Hands come behind the back, press the knuckles down, open the chest, and come forward. Bring the top of the head down if you can. Lift the arms away from the back. And then go ahead and lift the spine up and take the right leg, bring it out. Come on over. Reach through your right hand. It's called the half circle. And if your left hand or fingers are hurting, there are options. Palm flat or knuckles. If anybody wants a little extra challenge, try lifting your right leg up. Reach through your right fingers. Press out with your right heel. Let's come on over and try that on the other side. Okay, first, the half circle with the right hand directly beneath your right shoulder and the buttocks up. Reaching, if you want that extra challenge, you can try lifting your left leg up. Good. And release. The ragdoll. Head down. And swaying from side to side. Now from here, let's try to bring the feet very wide apart. How wide can you bring your feet? You can have your hands down on the floor or on some blocks. And then let's create a nice stretch for the insides of the legs. That's the adductor muscles, ADD. But also the back of the legs. You can either keep your hands where they are or you can bring your hands onto the legs. let's bring the hands, the feet just a little bit closer together. Turn the right foot out, and we flow right into a triangle. So your left arm up, your right fingers pointed down, and gazing either down, forward, or up. Okay, now take that raised arm around and come into a straight-legged runner stretch. Right hamstrings and calf muscles. Every breath is one that you're trying to make deep. Okay, let's go ahead and release, and we'll flow right over to the other side, and we'll take that right arm up, press down into the feet, and we have the triangle pose. And take that raised arm around, and straight-legged runner stretch. Okay, let's flow right into the balancing half moon by bending the left leg, shifting the weight over onto the left foot and leg. Arms can either be parallel to the floor, or you can try to bring your left hand down and point your right arm up. Bring it up, and as gracefully as possible, we're bending the bending the right leg, shifting the weight, and then your arms can stay parallel to the floor, or you can try to bring your right hand down and point your left arm up. Okay, and up and down, and let's come into the sun series. So we have 3, and with push-ups. Hands are together, and let's raise the arms up, hips forward. Come on down. Take a step back with your left foot. And back, push-up position. Knees down, buttocks back. Hips come forward. Do no harm. It's okay to rest if you need to. Right foot comes forward. And left foot forward. Squeeze. Bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it down. Take a step back with your right foot. And let's do our first set of push-ups now. Okay, when you're ready, bring the buttocks back into the puppy stretch. And the hips come forward, toes curl under, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Head between the arms, take a big step forward with your left foot. Right foot forward. Squeeze. Bring it up. Hands in front of the chest. Let's inhale as we open. Exhale as we close. And come back with your left foot. Into the push-up position, but knees down, legs back. Hips forward, upward facing dog. Downward dog. Big step with the right foot. Left foot forward. Squeeze and bring it up. And down. Inhale, opening. Exhale, closing. Right foot back. Left foot back. More push-ups. Okay, and a puppy stretch. Hips forward, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, right foot forward, and bring it up. Bring it down. Okay, last round. See if you can do it from memory. No push-ups. Okay, and bring the feet about hip width apart. Let's throw in the standing squats, and then we'll be finished with our standing poses. 3 squats. Arms up, fingers together. Arms are at shoulder height. There's a good bend in the knees. The legs are engaged. Okay, squat number 2. The heels come up, knees are bent. Don't come so low that it's easy. Okay, and then feet turned in, knees together, and the awkward pose with a smile. Okay, release, and we make our way down, ragdoll, and all the way down into a position lying on the belly for the locust series. Tuck your hands right underneath. And just turn your head to the side so your nose is pointed to the right side. Change the direction for the nose. Let's put the chin or mouth down on the floor. And let's lift the right leg up. Press the left foot down. It's the half locust. You're pointing your right toes. Your heel is lifting up. And 2 or 3 breaths, conscious and deep. Don't worry if your mind is wandering. It's probably because you're like most human beings. But that's not the end of the story. Some people just stop there. Okay, I'm a human. What can I do? I'm only human. But we can learn to focus better and better with practice. So we're in the locust on the other side now. The left leg is up. And the way is through practice. During this yoga, we're trying to focus our mind on the breathing or the sensations. And during just about every point in the day, we're trying to focus on something. We want to have the ability to shift from one thing to the next. Okay, let's lower down and hips press down. Both legs come up. Chin or mouth is down on the floor. It's called the full locust. How high up can you lift your legs while keeping your chin or mouth down? Good. Let's release. Let's bring the palms to face down. Take the right leg up. Bring the right leg all the way over. And press down with the front of your right shoulder. You choose which direction your nose is pointed in. And then release. And let's go ahead and take the left leg up and over. Press the front of your left shoulder down. Release 3 deep breaths. The mind wanders. Sometimes it gives us messages like, I want this, or I'm bored, or I'm uncomfortable. Let's have the hands underneath the shoulders and we'll come back. But we try to stick with our yoga. Stick with your commitment during the yoga. And what happens is we stick to our decisions and our commitments when we're not doing yoga. Whatever we practice on our mat, that tends to happen off our mat. So we want to practice the way we want to be in life. Wholehearted, focused, strong, giving our all, but with awareness so that we don't do harm. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way into a position with the hands coming up. And again, hands come behind the back. Chest is open. And back down with the head. Arms coming up away from the back. If you'd like to put the weight on the very top of the head, you can. The yogi, the spiritual seeker, the truly religious person is always asking, how can I be of service? What can I do for you, God, and how can I help others? Thy will be done. Not my selfish will. And when we take this position in life, we gain freedom and peace as a reward. Don't forget. Okay, let's go ahead and come on up. And it is time for the camel pose. So before we come into the camel, just turn that head from side to side. Some people go through their whole life and they don't understand why they're so miserable. Try to serve others, serve the Creator, and you'll lose the misery. Okay, the camel pose. The hips press forward, and you can choose whether to keep your hands on your low back, or you can try to bring your hands on the heels, the ankles, the soles of the feet. We want to be a role model, so we don't just tell people how to practice yoga, we practice it ourselves and we live it. And then people see our own peace and freedom and joy, and this goes much further. It actually works. Okay, let's go ahead and lower down. And we'll just take a moment in a child pose. So it's your choice whether you have your head on a couple of fists, or on a couple of hands, or on the floor. And for a moment, even though you know we're still doing the willful practice, take a moment to surrender the will. So it's like you're just not doing anything for a moment. You're as comfortable as can be. Can you turn your will off at a moment's notice and really relax? And then can you turn it back on like a Minuteman? Instantly ready for action. Okay, let's make our way into a position for the posterior stretch. Okay, now the heels press out, the arms come up, and come on down. See what you can grab hold of. And press out with your heels. Don't have your knees bent. Legs are straight, even if that means that you can't touch your toes. It's okay. See if you can point your toes either toward the ceiling or toward your own nose. The inclined plane is next. So we bring the hands down. The hands are pointed toward the back wall. And let's lift the buttocks up. Take care of your wrists. Bring the buttocks down. Bring the legs wide apart. And we were in the standing angle. How about the seated angle? Hands come down, reaching. Ooh. So try to come right up against your limit. That's the way to work. Challenge yourself, but don't risk an injury. And in our life, too, we always want to be trying to stretch our limit, but without injuring ourselves. If we're always very much within our comfort zone, we may feel comfortable, but we may feel that something's missing. We want to reach our full potential, and nothing less is going to satisfy us. That's just the way we're wired. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together and side to side. Okay, keep the soles of the feet together and bring the hands behind you. Press those feet into one another and lift the buttocks up. Press the knees down. Squeeze the buttocks and everything around the buttocks. Contract it as you press your feet into one another. Good. And let's turn it upside down. The half shoulder stand. And you can either have the legs in stillness or in movement. You choose. Good. And you'll decide when to release. And let's go into the free flow. So it's an important part of the class. Some people space out when it's time for the free flow. They just lose their focus. See if you can keep your focus and be intentional. So you might be just listening to your body and trying to give your body what you feel it wants, or you might be in your mind thinking and decide, I'm going to do this pose and I'm going to do this pose. Either way, you're conscious, you're intentional. You're not letting the mind just drift off. The whole practice of yoga is a practice of meditation. We bring our mind back again and again to what's right here. If the mind has drifted off, just bring it back on focus again. Notice your breathing. Notice the sensations. That's how we get better, just by practicing. And we have about 13 minutes remaining in our class tonight, so enough time for some stretches and a relaxation. So what does your body need? Maybe you just need to rest. We learn to listen to our body carefully. We give our body what it needs, and then our body is like a really effective instrument or a machine. It works. We have about 10 minutes remaining in our class tonight.
And whether you're stretching, relaxing, or sitting in meditation, just notice your breath flowing in and flowing out. Nothing else to notice right now. If the mind is wandering off, just come back to the breath. Nothing else to do. Final 2 minutes. And you can either stay where you are for the closing, or if you prefer to be in a seated position. And may our experience of happiness, peace, and freedom grow day by day. Peace, peace, peace.